So the question I thought I'd ask is, what is the most challenging part of being an MD for you?
Start with an easy one, yeah?
Yeah, well,
The most challenging part is dealing with 30 people and trying to keep them all happy.
yeah.
Next question.
Good, yeah, excellent.
Well, I mean, that, in all seriousness, I mean that in some ways the easy part of my job, because all the players in the band are absolutely fantastic. The musical part is sort of fairly
Yeah,
easy
yeah,
part of my job. But what people don't often appreciate is that at Corey, we're like every other band in the respect that we've got 30 human beings in the room together. And that, just by
yeah,
definition, brings all sorts of issues to the table because everyone's got their own story to tell and all the rest of it. And so it's sort of managing all of that within the confines of a very busy band. Well, we used to be till about a month ago,
yeah.
where the pressure is always quite high. So there's those two particular characteristics. But nevertheless, apart from that, we are like every other band, in as much as we're 30 people, all who could potentially be pulling in their own directions, and then it's my job to kind of make sure they're all together and pulling in the same direction.
Yeah, it's really interesting that, isn't it? Because it's so much about man management. We've got lots of people, lots of bands, and the management of all the people, and as you said, keeping everybody happy is just, that's the most difficult thing. And the music is fantastic, and when you're waving your arms around, that's brilliant. But it's the getting to that point, isn't it? So I've got a question from Adrian, who's one of our E-flat bass players, who's from a Salvation Army background, and his father was the MD of Chalk Farm Band, Salvation Army band, and his question is this, with the Salvation Army, but said his only regret was never quite having a band where on the first downbeat of a new piece, everyone could play their part. When you conduct with Corey, it looks like you're in that enviable position. Is that the case? Do you ever have to teach the parts of the players? Talk us through that a little bit then.
Yeah, yeah. Interesting question. I mean, most people only see the end result of Corey Band, and they see what we do in public, either at a contest or a concert or what have you. But we have the same issues as every other band. First rehearsal, it sounds terrible. No one can play together, and it's all out of tune, and everyone's playing all the notes wrong, and blah blah. So, I mean, they're very, very quick learners. I have to say that, and a
Yeah,
lot of bands will say their Achilles heel and the thing that they sort of struggle the most with is sight reading. I would say Corey doesn't struggle with sight reading because they just see so much music go across the stand, so they're reading all the time. It's read, play, read, play, read, play. It's quite a luxury, really, when a contest comes up and we can actually spend longer than about 2 rehearsals on a piece.
please. Yeah,
But no, it's true. All of the players are fantastic, but it still does take a lot of work to bring them all together. So it's not just a case of bring the stick down and everything's already perfect. I mean, I wish it was, but I mean, I guess I'd be out of a job then if it was.